What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Blinkaka again. We are back with another episode of the Call of Duty Amateur World League podcast. This is episode number 10. Can't believe we made it through 10 episodes already. This is a pretty good milestone. So, coming up on the podcast, we have Bacon from Essenc3 Esports, as they wanted to give a quick response to all the speculation going on between Essence and Titans Esports. I will let him shed some light on what he wants to shed. If Titans would like to come on again to get their second chance to respond, they're more than welcome to. But after that, we're just going to leave it to private DMs and gameplay. But let's get it started, guys. All right, so what's going on, Bacon? You wanted to come back on the podcast to talk about the little situation between you and Titans. So the floor is yours.
Okay, well, I just want to start. I'm just gonna go through I have some notes here. I'm just gonna go through some points that they mentioned, and then I'm gonna kind of give my defense to that.
All right.
And yeah, so the first thing is that um they said that I started to get toxic when I wasn't even really getting toxic. It was more so other people on the team, and another thing is that you guys need to learn it's we're just talking about a video game here. It's not that big of a deal. Let's not take things too personal and make it a whole big personal argument or anything. It's all just about a game. We're all on the same team. We're all in one server just talking. It's friendly banner. I don't know why it escalated to this when it didn't need to. And then so they were also saying that I was giving people roles to go into their team chats. They were talking about Drop there, who is a player on their team. They said that I was giving him roles to go into their chats when and they kept saying the manager, and they're clearly talking about me because I'm the manager of Essence. But they need to know that wasn't me. I just wanted to say that. So stop saying the manager, because then it just makes me look bad, because everybody knows who the manager is. If you follow us, you know that I'm the manager, so it just makes me look bad, I'm pushing this toxicity towards other players. And so yeah, it wasn't me, and I know who it was. It was Laser, and the whole thing was that they were asking. Drop didn't want to be on Laser's team anymore because they had a little they had little arguments. They didn't really click well together to be on the team. So he wasn't asking to go into their chat and be toxic. He was asking to go onto their team and play with them for a little bit. So we moved them into their chat so they could start chatting before they play. And then so it wasn't really necessarily our fault. If anything, it was Drop's fault, because all he did was ask us to go play on another team, because he was just trying to move around to other teams. He moved around to around 4 teams on our rosters. So yeah, that was just one of the first teams that he moved on to. He wanted to move on to Diamond first from Plat. So we let him on, and apparently it all escalated because apparently they had beef in the general chat, which I wasn't really aware of. At the beginning of this team, I wasn't really too much on Discord too much. I usually stayed on Instagram and just managed from there. The Discord was kind of Laser doing it, so yeah, I didn't even know that was going on. So if I did move him in to your team, it's because he asked to just play on other teams. And yeah, so if that was the problem, they're explaining, I don't understand why he's on your team now. Drop is one of their main players on that team now, but if he's the one that was causing problems, then why is he on your team? I need some other reasons on why you did leave us. That's why we did say in our last podcast that they left us for no reason, because if they're saying that that is their reason, then it is no reason. Because if you have a player that's causing a problem, why would you pick him up for your team? Wouldn't that just cause more problems? And if it didn't cause more problems, because he's been on that team for months now, then there was no problem on our team, if that's what you're trying to say. If you guys want to come back on the podcast and give another reason, I'll be open to it. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about the whole drop situation that was causing the toxicity for you guys to leave. And then also another thing, Cage, he touched on this a little bit. He said that when we played in a scrim against them, he said that we were switching out players, like on drop stream. Like he saw that we were switching out our players a lot. But one thing that I want to say is that doesn't really matter at the end of the day because it's a scrim. It's just for both of the teams to practice playing in a match together. Like, it's not like anything like this team against this team. It's legit a scrim. Scrims are meant to be practiced for tournaments.
What's going on, COD AWL? It's Losifa dropping in to show my support to the entire league this season, and I'm amped to be one of your sponsors. I'd love to connect with you guys, so hit me up and drop me a follow on Instagram at low__season. That's LO_SZN. Make sure you follow me on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/Losifa. That's LOCIPHA, twitch.tv/Losifa. Come hang out. Let me know your stream. I love to support you guys, host you guys, do anything I can. Thanks again, everyone, and best of luck to all the teams this season.
If we were playing in a tournament and we switched players, that would make sense because you enter in that tournament with those players. If some of our players got off in a scrim and we brought other people on that we're playing with for the first time, it's just for practice. It's not like anything all serious. So you shouldn't really like care about who you're playing in a scrim. At the end of the day, it's just practice. And they're saying like that, like that's a reason that we would have had an advantage there. But if anything, all they did was hurt us because we were playing with people that we didn't have chemistry with. So, realistically, another thing I wanted to bring up was, like, you guys also, in that same scrim, brought Vapor onto your team, who also isn't in your org, and he's an insane player who is on a contract for another team and making money off playing for that team. So, yeah, that also doesn't make sense. You can't, like, say that we're doing something when you're doing the same thing. You can't be like arguing it like that. And yeah, also they keep talking about that scrim, but they don't want to mention that like it's 1-1 right now, our scrim records against each other. Because we beat you the first scrim when we both had all of our players. So if we want to say that you guys are better than us off of that one scrim, it wasn't either of our real teams. So we still have to play each other eventually, and yeah, good luck when that happens. Like actually, like seriously, like you said, Blinkika, in the last podcast, it all comes down to the game. It's not anything like real life. Like it's just banter like before the game. So yeah, just good luck when we match up. And then one last thing that I kind of wanted to touch up on was the merch. Because like he was talking about how we were trying to like hate on them with the merch. Like we really weren't. That's why we put no hate like in our story. But they think that we were being like sarcastic there because we put it in like small font or whatever he said on there. I mean, I don't understand like what that has to do with it. Like we just laid out our story. Like I feel like that doesn't even like matter. But yeah, so and he's saying like we expected him not to say anything, like that's why we put the no hate. But I mean, we really didn't. I didn't care if he said anything because like I wasn't even talking about him. Like when we were saying like $70 for a hoodie, let's be real. We weren't talking about Titans. A lot of other amateur teams are partnering with the people that are selling these merch drops for like $70 for a hoodie. We were mainly talking about the people that were selling them. Because like Titan said, they're not the ones that choose the price. Which I understand. I'm not faulting you guys for charging too much for your merch. I was just trying to like help you guys, saying that that's not like a good person to partner with, because all they're doing is just doing it for the money. They don't actually care about you. If they cared about you, they would want your merch to not be like that much money to where nobody's gonna buy it. The reason that it's $70 isn't because of all of the like shipment and stuff, because it looks like they're a brand in like North America, so it's not like they're shipping from like another country or anything, because like we're with Teespring, who is also in America, and we get to like set our own prices. I'm just saying like it's not hate towards you guys. It's just saying like I'm just trying to help you guys out. Like, you're not going to get merch sales if you're selling like hoodies for $70. And also, I can clearly see that there's not much like customization with the merch, because everybody I see, it's pretty much just like a logo on a shirt. And like, I feel like you guys can't do like too many designs with them. I was really talking about the company, not so much you guys. So yeah, I don't know why that got so out of hand, but I do want to thank Wish also for like the compliments on our merch, and saying that like he would actually buy our merch if we weren't like rivals, I would say. And yeah, but the thing is, with the company that you're with, I can't say the same about your merch. Like, I don't think I would buy that, because I'm not trying to drop all my money like on one hoodie for like a brand that's not even like mine. Like, and yeah, so that's pretty much all I really wanted to say. And yeah, I want to give big respect to Cage, because he was trying to keep the podcast like peaceful and not just like talk about us most of the time. Like, Wish was talking about us like, I think like too much on the podcast. Like, when we went on, we didn't really like mention it too much. Like, every single topic you guys talked about, somehow he like found a way to mention us. And yeah, I just find that kind of disrespectful that like all he wanted to talk about was us. And yeah, so yeah, but the only thing I could give him like a shout out for is for respecting our merch. I understand, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't buy our merch either, but thanks for at least like respecting it. And yeah, so to Whisper, who is also on Titans, I also want to give a shout out to him for like, he's been on the team for like as long as Wish, Radiant, and Cage. Like, he's been there since the beginning, but he always stayed out of the beef, and he was cool with me and Laser. Like, we talk in DMs all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to him. And yeah, like you said, it all comes down to the game. So yeah, good luck to Titans when we match up.
All right. Well, I appreciate you getting that all off your chest, and like I said, it really all comes down to the gameplay. And as I said to you earlier, if Titans wants to come on again and respond, they're more than welcome to. But after that, we're just going to leave it alone, because the rivalry is between you guys, and I don't want to just keep bringing it to light on the podcast. But I figured I'd give you the opportunity. You wanted to say some things, and I will do the same in fairness for them and let them say what they like if they'd like to. But if not, hopefully we can settle this in the game, where it really all comes down to the gameplay.
Yeah, and if I could say one more thing, I would like to request that like Titans, we will do this too. Let's not like mention each other. Let's not make our pages like hate pages towards another team. Let's just keep this peaceful until we match up. Yeah, and yeah, so good luck to you guys.
All right. Well, Bacon, thanks for coming on, and we'll check in with you soon.
Yep. All right.
All right. See you later. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to the Call of Duty Amateur World League podcast. This is your boy Blinkaka. That was episode number 10 with Bacon from Essenc3 Esports, shedding his final light on the situation between Essence and Titans. Like I said in the podcast and in the intro, Titans, if you'd like to come on to have a fair shot of getting a second response, you're more than welcome to at any time. And then after that, we're just going to leave it alone. If you guys have, whatever's going on with you, we're going to keep it between you guys. I don't want to just turn the podcast into a team versus team thing, and it's also between you guys. So, like I said, I'm a neutral party. If you guys like to come on, you're more than welcome to. I want to keep things fair and even, and we're just going to leave it after that how it is, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for tuning in. That was episode number 10 with Bacon of Essenc3 Esports. This is the Call of Duty Amateur World League podcast. It's your boy Blinkaka signing out. Peace.